Okay, pretty quickly. I've got 45 minutes here, so pay attention to this here. I've always known that nature has its own frequencies, certain times of the day. It's, it's almost sunset. Okay, I don't know what time it is, but I heard it. Once I realized that the sun was setting. Uh, it's about to. So it's got to be around about maybe 8:15, 8:20 now. I'm not sure what time it is, but I'm listening to. I don't know if they're crickets or cicadas or something, but they they start up, you know, and then it's like a rhythm type of thing. And while I just started, I did it. I listened before for about maybe for about 8 minutes, just meditating on them. Just listening to the way they're doing it, and they'll start up, and then they. But it's like it's natural force tuning is what I'm hearing. So then you can hear different other things that you hear frogs in the background. But I mean, this is how beautiful nature can become when you begin to observe these certain types of things. Uh, but yeah, okay, so I still got 45 minutes, but I don't. If you can hear anything, I mean, 'cause it's pretty loud to me, and if you can hear it, but it'll start back up in a minute. It's like it's winding up, winding down, and but it's harmony. It's God's gift to us if we don't listen to it. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, and I was because I wanted to see something because somebody told me today that Trump he had uh, he had bombed Iran or something. And I was trying to see if I can get some insight. When I started hearing, it was like God's way of saying, "Don't pay no attention to that." And I just started hearing them in that rhythmic kind of chant, the frequencies. I thought they were cicadas or something. Just how they chirp in the summer. Because I've been hearing stuff like it all of my life, being raised in the country. Summer times. But there's different sounds if you go out and you begin to listen to them. And it's like they're all giving God the glory for another day entering or leaving that way. So it's a unique listen. And that's how it stays. That's how it remains. And it'll come back again, do the same thing over and over again. It's an awesome thing. I mean, my day has been. Yesterday I think I don't know how I did it, but I hit a curb and I blew a tire and then I changed and then I woke up this morning and my warning light was on saying something was going on with another tire. I didn't know it till I got to the storage, because I was gonna try to grab my mower from out my storage. And after I did that, I looked at it and I couldn't, I had another. I mean, I've been dealing with this tire thing all day, both my tires. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some money on some tires. So yeah, but I mean, I've had a blessed day. I mean, I've sit back and God. I mean, I realized since because I haven't worked in a while now, and I realized that because of my sleeping habits. I mean, I rarely get 3 hours, 4 hours sleep a night. Being waking every morning about 3 o'clock. Now, God waking. I think you heard one of my videos where I wasn't complaining, but I was saying, yeah, I think I'm down on God's list where I'm not. I usually don't get woken by God like 3:45. Folks talking about 3 o'clock. So lately, God been waking me up at 3 o'clock, and I think God has a sense of humor too. I don't know. I mean, it's all types of things. I mean, because there's, Judgment Day is coming soon, and I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but I made a video where I was talking about how I had to go to Division of Motor DMV the other day, and God spoke to me after I got doing what I got done. I was about to leave out, and He said, "And tell them I'm coming back soon." And I looked around, and I was in shock. Lord, are you sure? All them people, and a couple of them was, and I said, God told me to tell you guys that He's coming back soon, so you need to get ready. I mean, it was like, and it was. I remember this one guy. He looked like he may have been maybe a preacher or something. He just started grinning. Yeah, he's definitely coming back soon. And I mean, it was. I mean, and I knew right then when God speaks to us, we have to obey Him. We have to do what God said. All God requires of us is obedience. You know, all He requires of us, and we are supposed to do just like the cicadas or the frogs or the birds do, and they just sit down and give God the praise for another day coming and another day going, and it's a natural thing to them. And there it is again. It's coming. And when you're meditating about that, and it's amazing how, you know, and this is not nature, because it's us who imitates life. This is nature way, you know, and it's normally it's us who imitates nature when we come up with these chimes and, you know, these frequencies. And I mean, this is how nature relaxes. This is how nature communicates with God. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I just had to share this with somebody else. I know somebody, because my son was telling me that he experienced it when I was talking, and he said he walked outside and he realized that he was in the midst of it. And I don't even know if he said he was going to attempt to do something, but I think he got busy or something. I don't know if he ever, I mean, I think that was something, that was God trying to get his attention. So yes, brother, if you're hearing this, you know, get back to that thing, because it's a beautiful thing when God, you know, chooses you, selects you to bring something out in a different way. You guys be blessed, you know, and remember, you know, that this is another day that the Lord has made. An evening and a morning is a day. It ain't 24 hours. It's an evening and a morning. And it's something to think about when you're praying and asking God to cover you for this day. You know, to protect you, guide you, lead you along the way. I mean, your prayers, you know, it may, you know, run out 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And you've got to do something for the rest of that night, which is truly another day. So yes, I mean, it's just something to think about when you're trying to serve God. You know, we've got to begin to do things the way that God desires them, the way He created them to do. Because, I mean, one thing for sure, we're not going to live a life in heaven like we live this one on earth. That's why we need to be trying. We need to be living a life, a heavenly life here on earth, preparing for that. I mean, that's really what we need to be doing right now, living that heavenly life. And listen, even as I'm talking, they are still serving God in the background. And I mean, this is I don't know, but it gave me peace just meditating on it. I don't know if it was something else that God, you know, was going to reveal to me later on or not, but I took 8 minutes of this, you know, just to, you know, make space in the back of my mind, you know, that place. May the Lord bless y'all, keep you. Beginning of this new day, amen.